So I decide to get over with Baltram right now. So he's the guy who's dealing with the pirates, and he, yeah, you can talk with him and you decide if you're going to tell about it for to Lord Andre, or you're going to help him. So I'm definitely not going to join to the militias this time, so I will not gonna tell Lord Andre anything about that. So let's just talk with Baltram and be nice with him.
Welcome, stranger. My name is Baltram. Have you come to stock up on food? I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have much in stock right now, but I'll be getting a new delivery soon.
Have you got a job for me?
No, I already have an errand boy. Try the other merchants.
You're doing business with pirates?
What? Who told you that?
I talked to one of them. He seems to be waiting for you in his bay.
What can you do? These are hard times. Everybody has to look after his own.
Weren't you afraid of getting caught?
That could happen. You found out too, didn't you? But you'll keep your mouth shut, right?
What do you know about the pirates?
They live in a remote part of the island of Corinthus. It can only be reached with a cog or some other ship, as far as I know. The citizens of Corinthus fear them, quite rightly so, for they're nothing but a bunch of nasty cutthroats. Still, if you ask me, they're nowhere near as bad as the bandits.
What is it you're trading?
I mostly supply them with food, and for that, they give me the finest rum that's to be had in Corinthus.
I could take care of this deal for you.
That would be great. I cannot leave Corinthus at the moment. Here, take this package and tell Skip not to be so stingy with the rum this time. It should be at least 3 bottles.
That was all I wanted to know.
So this guy doesn't really do something bad. He just trade with the pirates. They have to eat too. So I will go and talk with Skip right now, and let's just hope that I gonna get some more information about the missing people. So I might manage to move Laris from his post there. Целая тут. Tastatura tu nie wystarczy. Let's just try to get some more information from this guy.
I've got a package for you from Baltram.
What? He's sending me an errand boy? Scared shitless, is he? Oh well, what can you expect from such a puny penny pincher?
He says he wants 3 bottles of your rum in return.
Ha ha, wouldn't he like that? First he makes me wait forever, doesn't even show up in person. Then he has the nerve to make demands. Here, give him 2 bottles. That's enough for him.
Where did you take those people?
I already told you. I'm not going to tell you where our bay is.
Okay. So that doesn't really went any good. Oh yeah. Let's just try to swim right now.
I've got a... Where did you...
I already...
I got the rum from Skip, but he gave me no more than 2 bottles.
Damn expensive, that. Who does he think he is? Well, give it here then. I can't give you much for it now. This here's gotta be enough.
So that's all. We didn't find any other useful information from Skip. Let's just go on with what's trouble with the Marisha farm. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop filming this video right now, and I will do some of the small missions, small quests here around. Let's just see what Constantino has to say. I have some herbs. He might need something.
What do you want? I'm not giving anything away.
I'm looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign up?
I want to sign up with you as an apprentice.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of grappling with an apprentice. That's quite enough for me. I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and poisoned himself. Go sign up with one of the other masters.
What will I have to do to become your apprentice?
I couldn't bear yet another dilettante on my conscience. There is a multitude of herbs out there. Used in different variations, they develop the most diverse effects. You probably don't even know half of them. Here. This is a list of the most important plants. Bring me a plant of each kind, and I might reconsider taking you in as an apprentice.
About the plants,
If you cannot handle that by yourself, you won't be any good as an alchemist either.
I see. I'm in need of healing.
Why? Are you injured?
Not really.
Get lost then, or you may well suffer an injury.
I want to sign up with one of the other masters.
You have come to ask my approval? As far as I'm concerned, you can sign up with whoever you like.
Show me your wares.
So let's see this list that he just gave me. Healing plant, healing herb, healing root. Okay. Healing plant, healing herb. Okay, I have two of them. Fire root, fireweed, fire nettle. Okay. I have 1, 2. Okay, I have 2 of them. Goblin berry, dragon root, snapperweed. Okay. So snapperweed I have, dragon root I have. meadow I have. So it's not that bad, but I will take this quest later and do it completely from start to beginning. Okay, let's just talk with Torben.
Hey, you!
Ah, fresh. This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
Hey, you!
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
What do you know about the Paladins?
Not much. They arrived by ship 2 weeks ago from the mainland. Since then, they have withdrawn to the upper end of town. Nobody here really knows exactly why they have come. Many are afraid of an attack by the orcs. I suppose, however, that they are here to quell the farmers' rebellion.
Do you know anything about the Peasants' Rebellion?
Rumor has it that Onar, the landowner, has hired mercenaries to keep the king's troops from breathing down his neck. He was probably tired of having to throw his harvest along with his livestock at paladins and militia. All we notice of this in town is that the food prices keep rising. Onar's farm lies far to the east of here. We wouldn't know if there's any fighting going on there. And if you want to know more, ask the merchants in the marketplace. They get around the island more than I do.
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about locks?
Well...
I'm sorry, but I can't use you if you know nothing about my trade. And I have no money to pay for an apprentice.
So, you know a lot about locks.
What good is a fine chest without a fine lock? I make my own locks. That way, I can at least be sure I haven't built my chest that sturdy for nothing. A poorly made lock is easy to break. And there are plenty of thieves about in Corinus, especially lately.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
I don't know whether you can be trusted or not. For all I know, you might be one of those layabouts who only come to town to empty the chests of honest people. I'm not going to teach you anything before I'm convinced that you're an honest fellow.
Have you had an apprentice before?
Yes, and not too long ago.
And what happened?
His name is Elvrich. He's my nephew. I was quite pleased with him, actually, but one day he simply didn't show up for work.
Have you reported that to the militia?
Of course I have. They were supposed to catch him and see to it that the lazy bones does his work, but I already regret that. He can do whatever he wants. Sooner or later he'll realize he'll get nowhere in Corinus without a decent job.
Is that so? Where is Elvrich now?
How would I know? He kept hanging around that filthy brothel by the harbor. I wouldn't be surprised if he's still warming the bed of some whore down there.
How long has it been since you saw him?
I guess it must be about 2 weeks.
Can you sell me some lockpicks?
Well, all right, but they won't be of any use to you as long as you don't know how they work.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
I don't know whether you can be trusted or not. For all I know, I'm not gonna...
What if I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the other masters here?
All right, I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
Yes, a most humble servant, Master Thorben.
Of
Then
course.
go to Vatras, the priest of Adanos, and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find a priest of Innos. You should get his blessing, too. Once you have received the blessing of the gods, I shall vote for you.
Okay. Let's just talk with Vatras first. I didn't see that I have a new dialogue with him.
But Lord Hagen is not going to receive me.
Yes, he will, no doubt about it, provided you become a member of a powerful community first. The ring has far-reaching connections. We shall assist you in conveying your message as soon as possible. You should talk about this to Laris, whom I trust. He will help you.
I shall do that. About those missing people.
Yes?
Let me tell you what I know. I have found out that the bandits are responsible for the disappearances here. The leader of the bandits is named Dexter. He is responsible for the kidnappings. I knew Dexter back in the penal colony. He was working for the ore baron Gomez then.
He certainly will remember you. You should be careful. I think you're on the right track. Just carry on.
Where should I start looking for them?
Most of those people disappeared down by the harbor. That's probably where you should start your search.
About this weapons dealer. How much do you know about the weapons dealer?
Ask Martin, the provisions master of the Paladins, about this. He should be able to tell you more. He has been tasked with unmasking the weapons dealer. You can find Martin in the harbor district. If you see a heap of crates, provision, and paladins, Martin won't be far.
I'm asking your blessing.
Why should I give you my blessing, stranger?
I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the masters in the lower part of town.
Go with the blessing of Adanos, my son.
Where can I find a priest of Innos?
The best thing would be to look around the marketplace. You will find an emissary of the monastery there.
So, we got one blessing, and all I have to do right now is get another one from the fire magician. Just, I think that he's gonna look for money, like always, with those priests.
What can I do for you? Are you
Oh,
seeking
yeah.
spiritual comfort? Do you want to direct a prayer to our Lord Innos, or donate some gold for his church?
So, how much does a donation usually run to here?
Well, that depends on what percentage you want to give, son. Let me see how much you brought. You have more than 100 gold pieces. The Lord says give if you have. The church accepts your generous donation. I bless you in the name of Innos, for he is light and righteousness.
Where do you come from?
I come from the monastery of the magicians, which lies in the mountains. We accept everyone there who is pure of heart and feels the desire to serve our almighty Lord Innos.
I need to talk to the paladins. Can you help me get to them?
Well, you need access to the upper end of town. However, this is allowed only to citizens and the city guard. And of course, to us, magicians of fire.
How can I become a fire magician?
You must join our order as a novice. When you have served for a time, perhaps you will be accepted into the ranks of the magicians. However, the path to acceptance is long and full of work and study.
I've come to get your blessing.
That's good. That's good. Then you will probably want to donate gold to the holy
Again.
Church of Innos, won't you?
Actually, I wanted your blessing so I can sign on as an apprentice in the lower part of town.
But I have already given you my blessing, my son. Go with Innos, my son.
Okay.
Tell me about Innos.
Innos, our almighty Lord, is the light and the fire. He chooses humans to be his tool, giving them magic and laws. We act in his name. We administer justice according to his will and preach his word.
Tell me more about the monastery.
We instruct our students in all forms of magic. But the arts of the magicians of fire consist of more than these alone. We are also well versed in the art of alchemy and in the creation of powerful runes. We also make excellent wine.
What are you doing in town?
I have discussions with the paladins and support the citizens with my advice and with helpful words. Particularly in these difficult times, it is our duty to be there for the people and to help the poor.
Okay, let's just talk with Master Torben. And Hakon was his name, yeah, I forget him.
And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
So I will talk with Torben, and after that I will go and talk with Martin. Let's see what he has to say.
How about your approval, Master?
Has Vatras given you his blessing?
Yes.
And did you also get the blessing of a priest of Innos?
Yes, I did.
Then you shall have my blessing as well. No matter what path you decide to take pride in doing a good job, my boy.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
I don't know whether you can be trusted. For all I'm not going to teach you.
Okay, we are going to learn that later. So, one quest less. Let's just talk with Martin now.
Hey, you! Where you going? No matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinth, the Red Lantern.
This is the most beautiful brothel in all of Mirtana, damn it. Sailors from the most remote corners of the world dock here just to spend a few nights in the Red Lantern. And now, it's you who has the chance, nay, the honor of spending a night with Nadia, the most passionate flower
This
of the
guy is
tribe.
born
Come
seller.
on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot even dream of.
Of course. We're gonna visit the brother later. No doubt about that.
All just gossip. I've heard a thing or two.
You don't have to tell me that. Been there, done that.
It can't go on like this forever.
Hey, you have no business up here. Only paladins and those of us in the militia have access here.
What's up here then?
This is the provisions store of the Royal Guard of the Paladins. I am the provisions master here, and I'm responsible for seeing to it that none of the paladin stuff goes astray, and you're not wanted here. So keep your hands to yourself or I'll chop 'em off.
Can you sell me any of the paladin stuff?
You want to buy? Let's say that if you could compensate me for the trouble that will arise from the paladin's things wandering off, then we might be able to do business.
Does that happen often? Things going astray?
As long as the provisions master says that everything is right, no.
I see. Farum the fisherman has problems with the militia. The boys are constantly stealing from him.
And what do I have to do with it?
You have a certain amount of influence up here with the paladins. Farum needs your protection. He's willing to give you a part of his catch for it.
I see what you mean. Fish. As if I didn't have enough crap to deal with. Tell your pal he should come to me and tell me exactly what's up with the militia. I'll take care of it.
You're looking for the man who is selling weapons to the bandits?
Says who?
Says Vatras.
Oh. What do you know about it?
Not much, but I could find out more.
Ah. Is that so?
Tell me, what do you know about the weapons dealer?
Listen. We know that an influential citizen in the upper quarter must be behind it. And some of the weapons are even supposed to have come from the militia's supplies. We still don't know exactly who's behind it. If you have enough guts to take on a group of at least 5 bandits, maybe you can find out.
What about the bandits?
We know that the bandits are currently blockading the roads that connect the farmers to the city. Besides that, I know that there must have been a weapons delivery in the last few days. Maybe some clues to uncover the weapons dealer could be found with the bandits.
Okay.
What do you have to offer?
Then pay attention.
So this is a sword that I might use it later because you don't really need a lot of strength, but you're going to need a lot of dexterity, and I will learn a lot of dexterity anyway because I'm gonna learn master level bow. So yeah.
All the crates still there?
Don't touch anything or I'll call the watch. Got it?
Okay, let's just go to the fisherman now.
I know how to resolve your trouble with the militia.
And how would that be?
Martin, the provisions master of the Paladins, wants to hear your story about the militia and the fish.
And you think he can make the militia leave me alone?
At least, that's what he said.
Great, thank you. I cannot give you much, but wait. I found this strange blue stone on one of the islands off the coast of Corinus. I don't think it's worth a whole lot, but someone like you will certainly find a use for it.
Okay, aquamarine. It was this one, okay. Yep. So, what's next? The weapon dealer, missing people, the man with the eye patch. Okay, let's just try to talk with the other guys, those influential people here into the city. But yeah, actually I wanted to go into the brothel and talk with the people there, because I think that one of the girls is also connected with the missing people case. Just talk with Borka first.
Go on in and meet our passionate Nadia. This hot creature of the night will give your life a new meaning.
Okay. Brammer.
Are you the one who runs this place?
I am Bromo, this is my house, and these are my girls. I like my girls. And if you like my girls too, then you'll pay for it, 50 gold pieces. And don't get the idea of making trouble here.
Are all your girls accounted for?
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are they all present? Or have any gone missing?
Oh, yeah. Actually, one of my girls has up and left. Her name's Lucia. I reported it to the militia too, but they claim they haven't found a trace of her yet.
How long has Lucia been missing?
Several days. I don't know exactly how long. I assume she ran off with one of her suitors. That bitch made off with part of my savings, a really valuable golden dish. If I get hold of her, I'll give her what for. So how is that any business of yours, huh? Do you want to have fun or not?
So, Lucia is the girl who actually escaped together with Elrich.
Hey,
Hey, if you want to buy fish, come to my booth tomorrow, okay?
Hey, I can take care of you now, baby. Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
I just want to ask you a few questions about those missing people.
I could tell you a thing or two, but not here, honey.
Then let's go upstairs.
Fine, but you get it settled with Bromar first. I don't want any trouble. Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
Okay, let's see if those people here can.
hey,
I'm busy.
Hey, what's up? Man, I'm busy. Leave me alone.
So, let's have some fun.
I want to have some fun.
fine. You're not likely to forget the next few hours of your life anytime soon. Go upstairs with Nadia then. Have fun.
Hey, you! Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
Someone's got to do the work. He better shut up.
I will never change.
Everybody knows by now.
I will never change.
He can't keep anything to
talk now?
We've got enough privacy up here. Bromar doesn't like to see us talk to guests during work if there's nothing in it for him. So you want to know more about the people who disappeared down here at the harbor, do you? I don't know whether I can help you much, but at least I can tell you what became of Lucia.
Tell me about Lucia.
Nobody here is too sorry that she's gone.
Why?
I don't think there was anyone here whom she didn't try to use. She was a real bitch.
Where did she disappear to?
She used to see a lot of Eldridge, the apprentice of Thorben, the carpenter from the lower part of town. I bet she's up and left with that young man.
Same old thing all over again.
Where could the two of them have gone?
If the wolves didn't need them, I suppose they went to stay with the farmers. Where else would they go?
What else do you know?
I've heard many stories about people who disappear down here at the harbor, but I'm not so sure whether I should believe them. You should have a chat with the merchants down here. That's all I can tell you, alas. Now, what about the two of us, sweetie? You paid for it, after all. Wouldn't you like to have a little fun before you leave?
There's more, believe me.
So, okay, let's just talk with the people down here, as she said. Talk with Fenya first.
You look a little worse for wear. Haven't slept in a long time, have you?
Too long, I should say.
Come on, step closer. With me, you'll find what you're looking for.
Show me your wares. You said that you've got what I need. Does that include information?
But of course, what is it you want to know?
Are there any other traders here at the harbor?
If you keep to the left at the quay, you'll find Helvor, my husband. He sells fish. On the other side, there's Brahim, the cartographer.
Do you know anyone from the upper quarter?
If I knew anyone up there, I wouldn't be standing here, my boy.
What interesting things are there to see around the harbor?
Well, if you're looking for some action, you can go down to Cardiff's Inn at the quay. There's always something brewing there. You can hardly miss it. The guy standing by the entrance there will certainly draw your attention to it. Besides that, there's the large ship of the Paladins, the King's stately war galley. That one's really worth seeing. You'll find it if you keep left at the quay and then pass under the high rock face.
Has anything exciting happened lately?
You could say so. It wasn't that long ago. A thief ran by here. He must have stolen a bow in the lower part of the city. Of course, the militia came here way too late, like always. He got away from them, just jumped into the harbor, and he was gone.
Yeah, that's the bow that has been still it's stolen from some of those merchants. Okay, let's talk with Ada.
What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to do is bring me a fish.
What can you tell me about the city?
Most citizens in this town are afraid of thieves. Therefore, it's not a good idea to enter strange houses. But if you're looking for a place to stay overnight, you're welcome to sleep in my hut. There's an extra bed that you can have.
Aren't you afraid of thieves?
The only valuable thing that I ever owned has already been taken. Oh, someone stole my statue of Enos.
So it looked like another task. So let's just talk with other people and find some other information about the missing people. I will just go around and talk with everybody who has a name.
Who says things like that?
Hey,
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
show me your fish. Can you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people? This is a harbor, pal. Things like that are bound to happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Corinus to complete their cruise. And if they don't find any volunteers, some people may get dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
Are you missing someone?
Me? No.
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
What ship would that have been?
Good question. Not many ships have come into Corinus lately. That is true.
So, ask the shipbuilders, he said.
Everybody knows by now.
I won't tell her a thing for now.
Hey! What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do. Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to fear that this will delay the construction even more.
You're one worker short?
Yes, his name is Monty. He's vanished into thin air.
That lazy pig is probably living the high life on a farm somewhere. I should never have paid him in advance.
I've heard that other people have gone missing too.
Just what I'm saying. That's where the evil starts. Farum the fisherman told me something similar. His buddy William is no longer around. I bet that the orcs are behind all this.
So let's also talk with Brahim.
What are you doing here? My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
So I know my way around.
Some townspeople have simply vanished.
So I've heard, but I'm not sure whether it's really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
So I know that I can get some extra information here in the tavern, but I will come here later when I'm gonna be ready to fight this guy here. Let's just see if the information that I gather until now it's good enough. No, it's not good enough.
Vatras said you could help me join a community.
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you? All right, I see your point. I can exert my influence with the and I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monarch. But the easiest thing would certainly be, which community do you prefer?
Okay, let's just say the mercenaries.
I'm sure that Lee will accept you. But first, you're going to have to pass a test. Go and talk to Cord on Onar's farm. He can help you with your test. Tell him that you reside beneath my wing. You'll understand.
You listen to the wrong people. Some problem solved themselves. Do you know anything about a thieves guild in town?
The questions you ask. Of course, there's a thieves guild here, just like in every big city. And every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected to it somehow.
You already know what I think. I agree with you completely. Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more.
Yeah.
Will it ever change? I could have told you that.
Okay, let's just do another quest.
Some problem solved themselves.
Let's just find the guy who stole the bow. So I think that here this merchant and also one of the influential people here has missing his bow. Let's just see.
Welcome to my shop, stranger. I am Basper. I craft bows and trade in furs. What brings you to Corinus?
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals. I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
Why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
What if I want to sign on with one of the other masters?
Balderdash. Harrod and Matteo already have apprentices. Constantino the alchemist is a loner, and he hasn't taken an apprentice in years. And as for Thorben, everyone knows he's dead broke. He probably couldn't even pay you. I, on the other hand, am in urgent need of an apprentice, and I pay well, too. But no matter where you want to sign on, you need the approval of all other masters from the lower part of town.
I need to get into the upper quarter.
Where the paladins are? Forget it. You need to be a respected citizen here, or at least hold a decent job. As a stranger, you stand no chance of getting in.
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
All right. You shall have my approval, but on one condition. Work for me, at least for a short time. That way, you can find out for yourself whether you like my craft or not. And who knows? Maybe you'll end up liking it, and you'll stay with me. If you're good enough to sign on with me, you're also good enough for all others here.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on if you like. Or, you can start with one of the other masters, if that's what you really want.
So, let's just learn something
Teach me
useful.
how to skin animals.
Right. Listen, it's quite easy, really. You take a sharp blade and cut open the animal's belly. Then make a few small incisions on the inside of the legs, and you can peel off the skin. Bring me the wolf skins and we shall see.
Show me your wares.
So, he has some nice bows. Yeah, but let's just talk with his apprentice, was Patrock or something. Where is this guy? Where I can find him? I think here.
And in this place, order and chaos
Oh yeah.
Hey,
How's it going?
you're not from around here, are you? Never mind, neither am I.
Where did you hang around before?
In the woods, hunting scavengers and wolves, together with some hunters. But I gave it up. These are dangerous times. There's a lot of riffraff running around out there.
Where can I find the other hunters?
We had our camp outside near the tavern halfway to Onar's farm. But I don't know whether there's anyone left in the camp now. There used to be 2 of us here in town until a few days ago. My friend Trokar is an excellent hunter.
Bosper said you used to work for him.
Yes, I did, but he was only interested in his blasted hides. I told him how dangerous it's gotten out there. He didn't really listen to me. Well, anyway, he paid well. I can't complain about that.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Bosper had one of his bows stolen recently in broad daylight. Some guy just waltzed into his store, took a bow, and left. The thieves are getting more and more brazen.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
I can teach you how to sneak properly and how to handle a bow.
I want to be able to handle a bow better.
Okay then, let's see if I can teach you anything.
So we're gonna we'll learn this definitely later. But now I'm interested more about Trokar.
So, where is your friend Trokar now?
Well, it's a curious story. Only a few days ago, we were both standing at the bar in Corrigan's Tavern, discussing the hunt. Don't ask me what happened next. I had had a few by then. I vaguely remember Trokar saying that he was going out to get a few swamp weed reefers. He never came back.
Where does one get swamp weed reefers?
Somewhere down at the harbor as far as I know.
Didn't you go looking for him?
No, but I reported it to the militia. But they haven't been able to find him yet. I hope he didn't get attacked by a wolf, or worse. I'm afraid that I'll stumble over his body someday when I'm out hunting. I don't think I could bear that.
Why don't we go hunting together?
With two, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
Yes.
All right, but I want to see 50 gold pieces. For that, you can keep the skins and sell them to Busper. That's a fair deal, isn't it?
Later.
So normally you go out hunting with him, and you will get a lot of experience and skin a lot of wolves and everything. Or the other option is you will he's gonna die during the hunt, and you will take his bow. So yeah, it's up to you how you want. I mean, it's not really up to you, but there are two options. So let's see if we can find out who's selling swamp heat wheat here, and I think that there is a guy here that's always smoking all day long, and I need to talk with him. Meldor, exactly.
What do you want?
I wanted to have a look around here.
And where exactly are you headed?
What interesting things are there to see here?
There's a cat house here and a tavern. The landlord's name is Cardiff. If it's information you want, he'll be the right person to talk to. Do you, need money, by the way?
Are you giving it away?
No, but right across the street here is the house of Lamar, the moneylender. I'm sure he'll give you a few gold pieces. Just go ahead.
Do you work for Lamar?
Smart kid.
Actually, I was on my way to the upper quarter.
Yeah, right. And I was about to board a ship and have it take me to the king for an audience. People like you and me haven't been allowed in the upper quarter since the paladins came.
Are you a citizen of this town?
If you mean do I live here? Yeah. But still they won't let me into the upper quarter. Only the tops can get in there, or the merchants and craftsmen from the lower end of town. The people from the harbor district don't carry much weight in Corinth. There isn't even a regular militia patrol down here.
Has
Has anything exciting happened lately?
Not long ago, the city guards turned the entire harbor district upside down. They were searching for stolen property. There have been plenty of thefts here lately, especially in the better quarters. They're obviously trying to blame the poor suckers at the harbor for everything.
Okay, so let's talk with her also. Oh no, we talked with her already. Hmm.
What's new?
I wonder why the Paladins are here at all. They're holding the town hall, the barracks, and the harbor, but they haven't actually done anything so far. If they were here about the orcs or the bandits, they would have done something ages ago. There must be another reason.
Yeah, let's just try to fight here.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The security measures for the protection of the upper quarter will be further strengthened. The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in
What
the
are you doing
strictest
here?
sense in order to prevent
This is my home. But if
unauthorized
you mean,
entry.
what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the harbor district. Home sweet home.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed. No bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate. So, I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war's been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train me?
If you really want to learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra charge.
I want to fight against you.
Do you have 50 gold pieces?
Here you are.
We have a new challenger. The bets are placed. Are you ready?
So,
Let's see what you can
Hear ye,
do.
inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit incidents furthermore. Now? Get him now?
Not bad at all.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the
So,
Honorable Hagen,
I think that some more info I can find into the tavern, but I really wanna. Okay, we're gonna speak with this guy later. I really want to fight with this guy that stands in front of the door. Yeah. What I have done before is I start the fight with him and I escape and come here, and from here I was using my bow. But I have only 22 arrows. But let's just try this. Why not? Mo was his name exactly.
I never knew that. You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions. Especially not if they're strangers.
Who to believe these days.
It's exactly what I said.
Hey. Yep, it's over.
Okay, actually I need to go closer.
Yes, do you mind?
You've got...
Are you trying to make trouble for me?
Sure, I'm a master at making trouble. So defend yourself, runt.
They're smashing each other's skulls!
So he managed to come here. Ah, shit.
Put down that weapon. Are you deaf or what? I said. And now for some. Ah, attaboy. Whack him. What you waiting for?
So that was not that difficult.
Not bad at all.
Ah, shit. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's just try this again. Because you shouldn't kill him.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Hey, I don't know.
Could have told you that before. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Yes, do you mind?
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
Are you trying to make...
Sure. I don't want to hear that.
Show him!
Give him what for.
Give it your all.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes,
Stop right there, you lowlife.
you had better
Yes. So
Everybody knows by now.
That's an open secret.
Come on, don't talk about it.
That's not what we're asking for. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
That's not
yeah, he's stuck there, and I can't really do anything about it. Let me see if I can do something from here. No. Okay, then I think I need to go down there. Or let's just try again. Hmm. Okay.
Put away that weapon. Will you put away that... Give him what for? Give him what for? Not bad.
Oh shit.
Gold. Okay, that's mine for starters.
Let's just do it again.
You listen to the wrong people.
Hey, I don't know you.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You've got...
Are you trying to make trouble for me?
Sure, I'm a master at making trouble. So defend yourself, runt.
He should have known that.
Do you really believe that?
That's what I've always said.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
So he's here under.
Right there, you lowlife.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
All we have to do is just aim on him. But okay.
And now for some. Yeah, that's the ticket.
So let's make another save. Why I can't save here? Yeah. Okay. So all I have to do is just hit him only once right now.
Not bad at all.
So this is how you can get more in a very early stage of the game.
We'll see about
I have only 3rd level right now.
All right, you win. What do you want?
about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions. Especially not if they're strangers.
Doesn't matter, I already talked on that subject with him before. Let's just see how he's going to react after I try to enter the tavern again. So he went back there to be a... No, he didn't say anything. Okay, so here is... There are two citizens. This guy, I'm gonna talk with him later. First guy that I need to talk is Cardiff right now.
Give me something to drink.
So I need to buy probably beer or something from him, but I will decide to take something cheaper. What's up?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
I bet you overhear a lot of things.
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open then? Every piece of information I give you will cost 10 gold pieces.
All right, agreed.
You struck a good bargain. I'm always at your service.
I need information.
Okay, I don't need to know that. Where can I find work? I also don't need to know that. Missing citizens.
What do you know about the missing citizens?
All I know is that some people have vanished during the last few days. It's especially bad down here at the harbor, they say. Maybe you should ask around here a bit. There were some cases in the lower part of the city, too. If you want to know more, you should talk to Corrigan. He has his tavern in the lower part of town, and he's likely to hear a thing or two. Halvor, the fish merchant down by the quay, might know something too. Many people frequent him.
Oh, Corrigan, yeah, I know him.
Who can teach me something here?
There are a few competent people here in the harbor district. Carl the blacksmith is a sturdy fellow. I'll bet he can show you how to get stronger. Ulrich knows a lot about fighting, and Laris is a cunning rogue. He's down here at the harbor sometimes as well. And if you're crazy enough to go see old Ignaz, he knows all about Almich potions.
Where can I find all these people?
Oh, boy. The king will have won his war against the orcs before I've done explaining that to you. Just look around the harbor district and you're bound to find them. And if you don't know your way about, go to Braham and buy yourself a map. He's easy to find. His hut is right next to my tavern. I should have charged double for that one.
Doesn't matter, let's just go with everything.
Influential citizens in this town.
You won't find anyone down here at the harbor. The only powerful man here is Lamar. The moneylender is not very popular, but he has gold, and other influential citizens owe him money. The merchants and craftsmen also have a lot of influence. Too much, if you ask me.
Who's in debt to Lamar?
If you want to know that, you should take a look in his ledger. Only it might be pretty difficult to do that without him noticing. As far as I know, he always carries it with him.
Where can I find work?
You're not likely to find work down here at the harbor. You need to go to the craftsman in the lower part of town for that. But if you wield a decent blade, you could go challenge Ulrich. He fights for gold behind the warehouse.
Is there any special work to be had around here where I could make some quick money?
Something special, you say? Go talk to Nagur then. Maybe he can help you.
Got anything special for me to do?
I've got something for you, but that should only interest you if you're a man of versatile talents.
What have you got?
Well, Zorus, the potion vendor in the marketplace, currently has a guest, Darren the Fire Magician.
And?
He had a new chest made specially for him by Thorben the Carpenter. They say that this Darren has bought a bunch of valuable stuff with him. But you didn't hear that from me, understand?
Okay, we learned some interesting stuff. Let's just talk with Nagor first.
Cardiff says you may have a job for me.
Well, well. So you're looking for a special job. Okay. But we play by my rules, understood?
What does that mean?
That means you do what I say and you get a third of the profits. If you don't like it, then there's no job.
He listened to the wrong people.
All right, you're the boss.
Good. Then let me know when you're ready to rake in a heap of gold.
That's all just gossip.
All right, what's your plan?
You know the merchant Baltram, don't you? If not, it's time you talk to him. This Baltram has a messenger who supplies him with goods from Akhil's farm. That is, he had a messenger. Until I cut his throat. And now Baltram has to get a new one, and that will be you. Your job is to get hired by Baltram and fetch the delivery from Akhil. You bring it to me, and then I'll set it on to an interested customer. He'll fork over a tidy little sum for it. And just don't try selling the stuff yourself. Have you got all that?
How much will the profit be?
I can't say exactly, but I estimate around 400 gold pieces.
Where is Akhil's farm?
Leave the city by the east gate. That's directly on the marketplace. If you follow the road to the right, you'll soon come to a few steps cut into the rock. Go up there, and you'll come to Akhil's farm.
When should I talk to Baltram?
You can go right away. He should know by now that his messenger won't be showing up anymore.
Well then, I'm all set.
Good. Then get on your way. But if you try to cheat me, you'll soon be every bit as dead as the messenger. Don't forget.
Okay, so that was pretty much everything about that, how you can get in the tavern and how you can defeat Mo. Let's just try to speak with Lawrence first. If I just get some useful information. No. Let's go. Again, no.
I cannot leave.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So that's it for this quest. Right now I will go and see what kind of situation we have on the other side, where I can actually talk with this merchant that has the fire magician on his place there, so as this guy said, there's supposed to be some value or stuff, so I just saw the guy that he's entering his place, and yeah, what if I enter here? No. Okay, I need to learn sneaking first, probably. Okay, Doesn't matter. Let me first go to the other tavern and talk with the other guy.
Can I get a drink here?
If you have gold, you can even eat here if you like.
Show me your wares.
So, I always buy the apples.
And how's business going?
Ah, don't remind me. Lord Andre is serving free beer at the Gallows Square. Hardly anybody comes here now, except for the rich people from the upper quarter.
What's wrong with them?
Some of those swells could really get on your nerves. Take that Valentino, for instance. I can't stand the sight of him. But I can't pick my customers. I need every coin I can make. What little I had managed to save has been stolen, along with all my silver.
You've been robbed?
Yep, some time ago. It was still rather crowded that night, and I was doing the rounds serving beer. I wasn't gone long from behind the counter, but it was long enough for those bastards. I went to see the militia about it, but they couldn't find a thing, of course. Yeah. They prefer to get plastered on free beer.
Tell me about the missing townspeople.
I heard that a lot of them went missing down by the harbor. Small wonder with all that's going on down there. Even Thorben, the carpenter in the lower part of town, has lost his apprentice. Hakon, one of the merchants in the marketplace, had an especially strange tale to tell. He said that there was this fella that he used to bump into every day, and then suddenly he vanished off the face of the earth. He even went to see the militia about it. Townspeople all pretty much panicked after that. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's all nonsense. Corinthus is a rough city, and many dangers lurk outside her gates. Those who don't stay within the city walls will be attacked by bandits, or eaten by wild animals. Yeah, it's that simple.
What is it with this Valentino?
He's filthy rich and has no need to work. And he brags about it to everybody, whether you want to hear it or not. He drinks a lot and always stays until the end, and then early in the morning he totters back to the upper quarter. It's the same every day.
What do I have to do to get into the upper quarter?
Well, you need to be a citizen of the town. Go find some work, preferably with a craftsman in the lower part of town. That'd make you a citizen. Well, and if that's still not enough, go talk to Lord Andre at the barracks. Maybe he'll let you join the city guard. They can go into the upper quarter, too.
So, I guess that I need to focus myself right now on becoming a citizen, and after that I can just only, I will I will only be a citizen, and I'm not gonna join the militia. So that sounds like a plan. Let's see if we can find Hakon here. Hakon. Yep.
I am Hakon, the weapon dealer. Every man should carry a weapon these days, especially when venturing outside of the city walls.
Tell me more about the area around the city.
It's gotten too dangerous out there. Because of the bandits, for one thing. And also on account of wild beasts. Even the animals don't seem to get enough to eat in these crappy times. They're venturing closer to the city all the time.
Do you know anything about the Paladins?
Yes. Those guys are ruining my business. All you can buy in this entire town is a short sword at most. They've helped themselves to anything that's longer than a foot and a half. In return, I now get to live in the hotel free of charge.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Do you really think? Where do you get your weapons from?
Harad the smith has been my supplier up to now. Now all he does is make stuff for the Paladins. He works for those guys day and night like a madman. Without pay. He thinks it's his duty. All I can offer you now is my remaining stock.
What do you know about the disappearances of the citizens of Corinthus?
I have seen many pass through the eastern city gate. Some of those who came I had never seen before in my life. And many of those who went out never came back. But what happened the other day was really quite strange. There was this fellow who came here. I think his name is Joe. He bragged that he would soon come into some serious money. He claimed that he knew how to get into one of the city towers where the militia keep their arms. I haven't seen him since, even though I used to bump into him around the same time every day. I reported this to the militia. I thought that maybe he had been caught and thrown into the dungeon, but Lord Andre had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't even know the fella.
What do you know about the bandits?
What do I know about them? They robbed me on my way to the city, and I'm not the only one. They've been up to their tricks for quite a while. The militia tried to track them down, but without any success.
Do you know who in the militia took part in the search?
The fellow's name is Pablo. He and a few others went looking for the bandits, but they didn't find them.
Do you know where I can find Pablo?
He patrols around the city. You'll find him either at the Temple Square or in the lower part of town.
He doesn't see that. Nobody will learn anything from me. Where did they hold you up?
Near Akil's farm. Just go out of the city gate from here and follow the road to the right. After a while, you'll get to a few steps. The bastards came from there.
But no.
I bet they have their hideout back there in the woods.
Nothing surprises me anymore. He never would have thought of that. Show me your wares.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Some problem solved himself. But no, he insisted he knew bad business.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
You don't have to ask me that. That's all just gossip. Nothing surprises me anymore.
He had better shut up.
Some problem solved himself. Don't tell me you
Yeah.
He says things like
I'll deal with it.
What? You want to take on the bandits?
Really true.
By yourself?
Nobody will learn anything.
You're quite a good fighter, huh?
How much is the matter worth to you?
That's a dangerous business.
That's been known a
Well, it's all right with me. I'll pay you 100 gold pieces if you defeat the bandits.
You hardly know who to believe these days. I'm not telling you anything new.
Hear ye, inhabitants
Yeah.
of Corinthus.
Let's just also talk with Yora first.
Hey, you! In
The
Oath be
following
with you,
decree is
stranger.
hereby
If you're looking for a good
enacted.
selection
Due
for
to
the
general
traveler,
situation,
then you're in the right
the
place.
forest and
But
wilderness
I'm warning you,
near the
if
city
you're
are
planning
to
on
be
helping
avoided for
yourself
your
without
own
paying,
protection.
I'll call the city guard.
Furthermore,
Just a
any
moment.
contact
Do I look
with
like
the
a thief?
rebelling peasantry in the surrounding areas
You won't be the
is
first one to make
strictly
off with my
forbidden.
things today.
Really? How interesting.
Why haven't I heard? Somebody stole from you. I can't prove it. The fellow was damn clever. Introduced himself as Rengaru.
Really?
That really is his right name. He's been hanging around the marketplace the last few days. I only looked away for a moment, and my purse was gone.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Nobody ever asked. But no, he insisted he knew better. What do you know about the Thieves Guild? Listen, if you get my gold back for me from that Rengaru fellow, I'll tell you what I know.
I won't tell her a thing for now.
You already know what I think. You hardly know who to believe these days. I could get your gold back for you.
Oh, and why would you do that? There's nothing you can do about it.
You don't say.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I'm looking for clues to the Thieves Guild.
I might well be able to help you. Listen, if you get my gold back for me from that Rengaroo fellow, I'll tell you what I know.
Let's wait and see what happens. He doesn't see that. I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. If you just knock the bastard down, the city guard will get involved. Lately, things have been getting really tough here. Since the paladins came to town, the guards have been cracking down on brawlers. So think of something.
I shall.
I can't help it.
And he works all day, too.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus.
So, here is Rangaroo.
Order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree
Hey,
is
you.
hereby enacted. From this
Jorah
moment
says you've got
onward,
his money.
Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have martial skills at their disposal are herewith urged to join the royal militia.
Gotcha.
Hey, what do you want from me? Huh?
You stole from Jorah in broad daylight, and he even saw you do it. So I've come to tell you that you're a lousy thief, and that... You had better hand over Jorah's gold now.
Here's the dough, man! But now let me go! I'll never do it again!
I should turn you into the militia.
What else do you want? I've got nothing left. Let me go, man!
Why would I want to do that?
In the city, it's always good to know the right people and to stay on their good side. I could put in a good word for you. I can't and won't say more. The rest is up to you.
Get lost and don't show your face around here again.
Oh, you won't regret this. Thanks, man.
So, let's just talk with Jorah again. So I'm kind of working on more quests because this is what makes this game so beautiful. You can lost yourself very easy. I was trying to follow only one path, but it's almost impossible, and that's make this game one of the best in the world.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Everybody knows by now.
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
That's what I've always said.
Exactly what I said. It's not what I heard.
These are bad times.
That's nothing new.
I'm still working on it.
Then see to it that you get my gold back.
Okay.
It's not what I heard.
That's not what my husband said.
About the thief.
Yes,
I
how's
always
it
go
going?
with the other
You caught him?
option,
And
actually.
much more importantly, do you have my gold?
Really? How
Who
interesting.
said that?
But no.
He got away from me.
And what about my gold? Did he get away with it?
Some problem solved himself.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Here's the 50 gold pieces he stole from you.
Inos be
Not
praised.
my problem.
There is still justice in the city.
That's an open secret.
I'd have gone about it differently.
What do you know about the Thieves Guild?
It's totally right. Listen up. You haven't heard anything of what I'm about to tell you from me, capiche? There are shady characters who frequent the Dockside Inn. I bet the landlord knows a thing or two. If you're planning to track down the thieves, you should go talk to him. You could act like you're up to something crooked, for example. Maybe he'll fall for it. But be very careful. These people are not to be trifled with. That was obvious all along.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
But I already gave you a valuable hint. That should suffice as reward for you. If it's gold you want, then hunt down the thieves and collect the bounty from Lord Andre.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable
Show
Lord
me your
Hagen,
wares.
the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have martial skills at their disposal are herewith urged to join the royal militia.
Listen to the wrong people.
That's terrible.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him.
Hey, you!
He never would have thought of
So,
that himself.
doing all right?
What else do you want? I didn't steal anything else, honest, man.
I'm not telling you anything new.
So, what I'm gonna do next, I don't really know. I still haven't decided. I'm gonna end this stream right now, and
That doesn't surprise me.
see each other tomorrow.